What is up, ninjas? It's Irish USMC Vet here, back again. Sorry for the lateness today. Anybody out there watching? So, had to deal with some business-related things this morning, and yeah, packages being lost and people being fucking retarded, and um, so yeah, I don't know if the package is lost, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Let's see. Back over to the comments. Let this bad boy warm up. So yeah, what is going on in the world today? Um, nope, nope, can't play that. Nope, nope, nope. Um, there we are. Look at that. All righty then. So now I can put my links in there. Good to go. So what's going on, peeps? How's everybody doing? So space race is on. Cold War, space Cold War, I guess. Shadow War in space is the actual um, term they use. Shadow War in space heating up fast. Moscow's hypersonic missile max speed Mach 9. U.S. allies weigh response to military Russian buildup. So I have a Discord on that. I think in my Discord. So yeah, if you want to check that out, post a lot of stuff over there. I also have in search of. So if you're searching for something, you can go over there and check it out. And yeah, we can share what we're looking for over there and maybe help everybody out. Let's see, link. Never generate new link. Copy that. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna put a link in the description. So it'll be at the top of the comment section here. All right, so if you want to go over and join the Discord, you can, and there's a link to it. Now, if you go to Discord and some things are logged in, you can see some things you can't. Privileges will be granted per verification basis. So if you're Happy Joe Lucky 1234 and I don't know you, you don't get privileges to lock things. So, but anyways, there's in search of and other cool things over there that you can check out. So another good YouTuber that if you guys and gals don't know is Rogue Preparedness. She has moved, I think, to Alaska, and she does preparing with her husband and 2 children. So that's a great. Good morning, Guns Coast to Coast. That's another great channel. That's her website, though. I don't have her actual YouTube up, but you can get her YouTube there. But anyway, she offers all these free downloads that you can go get if you know somebody that needs a checklist, because people like lists. She has a whole bunch of downloadable checklists to go over there and download. Plus, you can read some of her articles. She's got a lot of good articles and stuff. She does this full time, I think, minus the prepping stuff. So she dedicates a lot more time to it than obviously I do. So, all right, so we got that out of the way. That'll also be on Discord in case you want to find it. So that it'll be there. I don't have a prepping one, I guess. I guess we can go under skills. So we'll put it under skills to unlock one. Or no, maybe we should make maybe I should make a new one for checklists. Yeah, maybe I would make a new one. So anyways, yeah, I'm having some problems. I sent some stuff to some peeps, and they haven't replied back yet, and you're gonna keep being douchey on me, aren't you? So, deals online. Let's see, let's add a list. No, not on here. What are you doing? Shit, I can't do it on here. Too many keyboards, man. I gotta get this all set back up. Checklists. All right. So there we go. There's a channel for that over there too now. It's a brisk 46 degrees here today. Sunny and all that good jazz. Good morning, Watchful Warrior. How are we doing today? How is it in your neck of the woods? I forget where you're from. Are you from? Yeah. I forgot. What's the temperature where you're at today? So that was a link from yesterday. That is a link from yesterday for the Telegram. The micron let's see, the micron Wuhan wiggle. Wow, I just don't even know if I can say any of that stuff. Like, it's just, they just keep, here's all the bullshit we're going to sell you over the next couple weeks, guys. If you want to know exactly how the micron variable is going to affect the narrative, the Guardian has done a handy, here's all the bullshit we're going to sell you in the next week guide. The micron is more transmissible, but they don't know if it's more dangerous yet, keeping their options open. Let me remind you that from the mouth of the people that were testing, the departments of Heath were testing, told me that they weren't testing for the variables of these things. Anyways, so continue on with the article. It's originating in Africa, possibly mutated in a untreated AIDS patient. Sick people are breeding ground for more dangerous mutagens, and it has more than double the mutagens of the D. Scientists anticipate that the Wuhan wiggle will be more likely to infect or reinfect people who have had the flu early this year, selling more candies and cigarettes as they go on. Anyways, that's on the. Let me see if I can click that. We'll put that in there for you too. That'll probably get kicked. 42, sunny, really bright, middle of Georgia, Macon. Oh damn, is that cold down there? Holy shit, that's colder than it is here. Good morning, NFW's in the house. Macon, Georgia. The red soil clay soil. Oh man, do you Watchable? Have you seen Artisan Tony? He's down that way somewhere. He's like a Bob the Builder of everything cool. I don't have his channel up, but he's a Second Amendment guy and a fucking outstanding builder. I used to watch all of his videos. Well, whatever he used to do, building videos. I haven't seen any up lately, but he used to do a lot of building videos and how he, build stuff and stuff. Yeah, he's a good dude. I still have his patch on one of my my jackets. What else is going on? Psychological terrorism is what they're calling it now. Okay. So I just can't believe half of this crazy shit. Like, red clay is very useful. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good morning, Patriot in the Dark. How do we believe any of this stuff? I wish I could just share all of the stuff, because some of this stuff is just crazy. Like, I don't understand how any of this is even possible. Like, does anybody believe this shit anymore? I mean, for real. I won a Tony giveaway. He sent me some leatherworking stuff. Oh yeah, Artisan Tony, cool. Yeah, I won. Oh, man, that was back when we did VRs, but like, I won something. Maybe he just sent me some patches. I don't remember exactly. It's super hard and would make good ammo. Yeah, should have never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, fucking red brick. I don't see why not. Yeah, try it. Let me know. I mean, it'd be hell of a what the hell is those fucking blunderbuss? It'd be a hell of a blunderbuss ammo. Anyways, make good claymores. I made some mini cannonballs, 12 gauge side slug. Now, does it harden like when you cook it down, or like a regular clay, or do you have to add anything else to it? Sorry, I'm naive on the. I didn't make any clay pots or anything. I know some clay, if you bake it, it hardens even harder. I don't know if you have to have any additives or not, though. So they're okay. Let's see if we can open this. Get us a shortened link, so we don't get you gonna work there, fuckface? Okay, so allow me to copy it old school way. Nope, just clay. River clay, gray clay is good for pottery. Red clay, yeah, we got clay here. If you go down certain depth, it's a pain in the fucking ass. Like, you get to that layer and it's like, you're like, oh shit. I'm still trying to figure out how to use shorten links. Bit.ly, Patriot in the Dark. And I don't know how in hell. You go to bit.ly, and then you can go down and it says shorten a link. I don't know what program or whatever you use, like a text to speech program, if that'll tell you what's on that page or how that works. But let me see. I'll get it. I'll bring it up here. I'll bring it up and copy it so you can. So here it is. The link to that. It just basically you scroll down. You can get a paid version, I guess. But if you scroll down, you can just drop your link in there and then hit shorten, and it'll shorten it up for you. So, oh, I should have saved the needle pit. I gotta save the needle pit here from yesterday's conversation. We were talking about throwing, or I was talking about throwing Lord Doom into a pit of needles. Oh, so did anybody do any more research on the smallpox thing that they're planning here? Seems like they're planning that out pretty well to get that started. What the hell is a prion? Anybody know what a prion is? Neurodegenerative disorder that affects humans and animals. They are distinguished. Oh, that's wow. So apparently, a prion is a certain type of protein that can trigger normal proteins in the brain to fold abnormally, and it's bad news. And the old tequila shot is apparently allegedly calling it. I always sidetrack the chat. Shit, sorry, man. Fuck. You're fine, brother. You're fine. Anything I can do to help. I have a very loose talking point. So I'd rather help somebody out than sit here and just tell you about stuff that you can go look up your own. I just break out. It's a really large shrimp in Bangkok. The prion is? Oh, it comes up. Oh shit, there is. It comes up as a. Anyways, that's what they're saying. The tequila shot is causing now, causing that problem. So, what's up?
Hey Irish, how you doing this morning?
Good morning, there, Stinger. How we doing this morning?
Doing good, doing good.
So they're still pushing this shit, but even though it has all these bad juju things. Spiritual
You guys
warfare.
catch Rand Paul's reaction? Or Rand Paul, I'm sorry, Rand Paul, newest Dr. Fauci little interview.
Which one? The newest one? No, I haven't seen the newest one. I didn't get to watch the news.
Well, I mean, I guess Dr. Rand Paul is talking about how everything's going down except for the infections is going up because as a virus of any kind evolves, it gets less and less deadly, but more and more contagious.
Yeah.
And that's going on with this as well. But why are we pushing it as much as we are in other ways that have nothing to do with how to take care of it? I found it interesting. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, most definitely. Like, I want you to take this.
What's up, Watchful Warrior?
It's just a prawn. Prawn is okay, not a prion. Did I say it wrong? I said prion. Prion. Anyways,
Like the crawfish prawn?
no, not prawn. Prion. So the tequila shot is apparently causing this stuff called a prion disease. Okay. And there's apparently, allegedly, proof of such things from a Well, this guy was banned from Twitter. Apparently, he's a important person. Okay, I will just copy the link because you can't. Like, this is what's wrong. Like, we are so fucked. Like, your First Amendment rights are gone. I can't even tell you something plainly out and freely speak without having to fucking send you a fucking cipher code to get my point across. Like, what the fuck is going on, America?
Yeah.
Simple answer: the tequila shot isn't a tequila shot. It's made to do something else. What? Not sure. It's not good for us. Well, I have a theory on that. But most yeah. I don't know if you were here for that one. The politicians made deals with the arriving reptilian overlords.
At this point, maybe.
Because items in a warehouse don't make you money. Right? Yeah, I got that. But see, the problem is not that the fact that there's not shit in the warehouses. We don't have the stuff. Like, if you go back and listen, I mean, nobody's going to do this, but like, if you were really to go back and listen, I've been telling people. One, we had what was a flood the year before last, and then this year we had a drought all throughout the Midwest. So what do you think is going to fucking happen? There's not going to be any food. We get like what 2/3 of our produce from California. You know, the rest of the country does. So there was flooding.
We get a lot of food shipped in now. Apparently, I didn't know about.
Yeah, so there's going to be shortages of food, and so once the famine kicks in, the world falls apart with inflation, and the money falls apart, and then there's like one other thing, and that's all. Then the streets are going to burn.
How do normal people not see this shit? Like,
they're too busy. They can tell you the stats about their favorite football fucking player or their fucking favorite baseball player, but
I mean, they don't know anything. To see inflation. I mean, it's pretty obvious to most people. Like, you can't be printing that kind of money, giving us free money, and then expecting nothing to happen. And I think they see it every time they fill up their tank. But maybe when they go to the grocery store, but usually the wife does that. So the wife knows what the prices are and what they used to be. And the man has no idea. Oh, yeah, $3 a dozen eggs. Yeah, I've been doing that forever.
Yeah,
just eat your bugs.
Yeah, well, that's what they want. The rich want us to not eat hamburger and stuff because the cows fart and ozone layer, even though they neglect to tell you that the ocean puts out more CO2 than fucking anything that we could do on Earth, because it's constantly decomposing. And people are so enthralled by the fact that they see these gas pockets in fucking swamps, right? These fucking light pockets coming up out of swamps. Well, that's the same concept on a smaller scale as the fucking ocean, you stupid fuck. Stuff is decomposing. It's going to fucking, but they can't make the comparison between the giantness of the fucking ocean, the world of fucking 9/10 water.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can't make the comparison. Oh, well, the swamp does that crazy shit. They got fucking paranormal investigators and all this shit going on, looking into fucking gas balls in the swamp. But those same gas balls happen in the ocean. It's just off gases without exploding and fucking hello. But you're worried about cow farts and fucking okay. If the cows don't eat the fucking grass, then the wildfires are gonna burn it all down and everything's gonna fucking go fucking scorched earth. There, geniuses. People fucking, if you work on computers, stay sticking to working on computers, motherfucker, because farmers don't need your help, promise. The government does not need to be fucking telling you what you can and can't do if you're going to burn fucking some grass down. As long as you do it responsibly. You can't be a fucking arsonist, of course.
Around here, you got burn days that you got to, supposedly pay attention to. I ain't never dead, but.
Yeah, you're in Georgia. I don't know if there was some place I stopped, man, and it was like fucking palmetto bugs are fucking abnormally fucking prevalent there. Holy shit. It was like a gas station / truck stop maybe, and I was going to Florida. Man, you talk about fucking nasty, bro. Like the fucking palmetto bugs.
A lot of bugs.
Do they have them? You have them in Arizona?
No, not that I know of. We have some big bugs, but luckily they're
like
not horrible.
Fucking flying cockroaches the size of fucking ravens.
We have some that are hard like a rock that fly around that'll dive bomb you in the face.
When we
They're
were
not
kids,
train bugs, I don't think. But.
When we were kids, we used to go out with a fucking tennis racket and swat these bitches out of the air in the middle of the night. That was like sport in Florida, growing from Florida. I was like, hey, let's go kill some of these motherfucking bugs because they're big, bro. They're big.
I always like killing ants with a hammer. Back in the day.
That's a little overkill there, psycho.
Well, I'd do that, and then I'd get the sister's hairspray because it was the 80s.
Uh-huh.
You know, and just kind of a little lighter.
I did the spud gun with the hairspray. I didn't.
Right on. I didn't have one of those.
Well, I didn't either. I had to make
Yeah,
ton of it.
Well, if I had a look, no, I didn't even know they were a thing. If I had known they were a thing, I would have made it for sure. We lived out in the country with no internet. Well, obviously it was the 80s, but I never heard of a spud gun until the 90s.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think every redneck I've ever met in my life knew about these things.
Well, we were out in the country. It was down in Maricopa. It was like the nearest neighbor's 2 miles away, and we don't really get together with them very much because they always get together on Saturday, and that's our Sabbath. And we're weird because we don't eat certain types of meat, and you know, it's just different.
Right. Got to run for a bit. Hopefully, I'll be back. All right. Have a good day, Patriot and Dark. I tie our armadillos together, have them plow my field. Yeah. So the Live Free Tennessee link I just put up is for it's actually in Tennessee. It's the It's the Self Reliance Festival, hosted by Jack Spirko. He's been hosting a lot of it on the YouTubes, but this one's going to be in Tennessee. So if you're interested, I think it's going to be, it's going to be at SOE compound. But if you don't know who Jack Spirko is, he's another cool dude on here that does a lot of awesome stuff. I don't know if anybody knows that. If somebody got a link to that, they can drop it in here. But anyways, that is if you're in Tennessee and you're interested, that's a great place to go meet up with people that are like-minded.
I wonder if they have something in every state yet.
Sometimes he does. I think they just did one in Texas. The one I just watched was in Texas. So
because they don't have a Living Free in AZ yet.
I don't know. I don't know if all I know is this one and the one in Texas. The best place to check out is Jack Spirko. Let me see if I can find his. Let me open a new window here and see if he's got anything posted up that I can, or have to go search him. Yeah. Yeah, there he is, Spirko. So yeah, he does a survival podcast, but he's like a pretty good dude. Like, anyways,
right.
There it is.
Check that out. Yeah, I clicked on it.
I've listened to Jack hopping on since he was in the car. Yeah. Everybody starts out in the car. Sometimes you end up back in the car. I did for a couple weeks there when the kid didn't have a car and I had to run her everywhere. So, but anyways, that's a good one. But if you're in Tennessee, there's that. But Jack is the one that came up with this. So, his baby, like I said, he does a lot of hydroponics, aquaponics. Right. You name it, he's probably done it. Yeah. So, and he's got a lot of subscribers, but I still like to pass on because not everybody's seen him, and pretty much the same thing as we are. Just wants to be left the fuck alone and have good food. Good morning, DS. I don't know if I said hello to you this morning. So Okay, get that out the way. Close that. Gave you guys the so from now on we should refer to Dr. Foxhard as the plague doctor, because I just think that fits him so much better.
He's a quack. I mean, he's the definition of a quack.
Well, he's full of shit. Why is nobody talking about these emails? That's what I want to know. Why is nobody talking about the emails? Can somebody please enlighten me?
I don't know.
I mean, you can find them out there to read. You not want nobody want to read about it, or I'm just confused as to what the fuck is going on and why he's still there. Saint Fauci,
because he knows
the patron saint of the Wuhan wiggle. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, completely no sense, especially in considering in his emails. He completely fucking discredits everything that he said on live television.
Yeah, I don't understand that guy.
What's this? And video shows man wearing multiple face coverings ejected from Walmart for taking photos of people who weren't. Yeah, I mean, this is like where you get into the fucking that's where you get your face jacked. Like, motherfucker, you just don't do that. Like, what's wrong with you? Maybe the lack of oxygen has fried your brain and you think you have some kind of power that you don't. But whatever happened to mind your own fucking business? Oh, that's because the government preaches to you. See something, say something. Well, guess what? That only worked for terrorists, dumbass. And a motherfucker not wearing a face covering is not a terrorist. As a matter of fact, I would love for somebody to tell me or explain to me anything about NBC or CBRNE, and explain to me how that mask works, because I can assure you that OSHA and everybody else, if they weren't fucking told by higher powers, would tell you that that fucking mask does not work. So it even says on the boxes of the mask that it doesn't protect you from certain things. It's just basically a fucking Kleenex. You'd be better off putting an antiviral Kleenex over your face.
Will it catch a droplet or two? Yes, it will. Congratulations. Out of the millions and millions and millions, it catches one or two.
Yeah. Well,
you helped. You did your part, ma'am. You, by wearing that mask, I swear to God, you done your part. Thank you so much for keeping me healthy and safe.
Well, legit. It shows I'm buffering, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
You look alive to me, but
on that one up there it says it's buffering. But legit, show me studies, show me proof, and I might believe you. But considering that the only way it would work is if you had an antiviral face covering. Yeah, any soldier that has done NBC training knows that they don't work. The little BS. Yeah, and I don't. That's what I understand. Like, I go to the VA hospital and I see these motherfuckers walking around with. I'm like, you could tell there's people like me, because they're like, I have the mask on my face, but it's pulled all the way down here around my beard. OSHA's backed off requirements for the jab or mask due to the court shutting down. Well, yeah, it's unconstitutional.
Well, luckily, a lot of people around my area, at least, are catching on to it finally. But you still see quite a few wearing them all the time. Even Fry's still has on their announcements, which is like Kroger's to you. Yeah. So go to their local grocery store, and over the intercom it says, we appreciate everybody who's unvaccinated wearing their mask, and those who are vaccinated, please wear your mask. And it is store policy that everybody must wear their mask. And I'm like, when did this happen again? Because it used to be only for those that weren't unvaccinated that had to wear it. Now they say that everybody has to wear, but nobody's wearing it, and there's no enforcement going on as well.
Well, because they know they can't. Now the lawsuits are coming out. Like you can't mandate something. That's like fucking saying you have to wear only cotton underwear because you could spread urine might leak from your pee hole, so you have to wear cotton underwear only in our stores. I mean, that's the dumbest fucking thing. Like people are like now originally, if you go back and watch the morning musters that are quarantine days, I was really concerned. I mean, I really was, because at first I thought it was some jacked up version of a of like a antivirus software program, and
McAfee.
ask him. They offed him. So like I thought it was. Of course, it was engineered. They've come out and said that, but you probably can't say that on here because I'll probably get booted for that. But anyways, I thought it was worse than what it's going to be, because it's anything that's odorless, tasteless, colorless, you can't touch, you can't prevent from, right, unless you live in a sterile environment, which is just not feasible if you're allowing anybody to go outside of the containment area. So whatever. Funny thing is, and I don't know if I want to tell everybody in the world, but people, and it's some of the people I make fun of on here, poke fun at. I'll say I poke fun at, because I'm not making fun of them, but I poke fun at them. Morning Tactical Nugs, morning Anonymous America.
Hey, what's up, Anonymous? How you doing?
Took stuff from the Morning Muster Quarantine Edition and implemented it, and they're big channels, big channels. Blah, 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 blah. Now they're on a big giant circle jerk. But anyways, they took stuff that I said in the Morning Muster Quarantine Edition, and I heard Decepticon, sweet. Fucking A. I would be part of that one right there.
Yeah.
So, but those big channels, use my information to tell their people, and they implemented the stuff that I said on the videos, but they never commented, they never made it aware that they didn't give credit where credit was due, right? Because I was the only one doing the NVC stuff and talking about it. So, but I found it funny because once again on autoplay, I heard motherfuckers talking about stuff and how they were setting up this, setting up that, and fucking spraying stuff, and quarantining packages in their vehicles for a couple days so that there was no germs and the sunlight was killing them. I'm like, oh wow. But you don't have the balls to tell a motherfucker that where you got it from, because you're just the super prepper and you know all of everything, right? Check out how much changed since I first found. Oh yeah. Well, we used to do that every morning, so we should have a record of that. I need to go snatch all these videos and download them. Well, I'm converting them all over to podcasts, but you won't be able to see the stuff. Really? You did? Yeah. Well, I the proof is in the pudding, man. I got fucking I went to school to do that stupid shit. That was another one of my schools I went to. I got, and then I have all the reading materials. And no, this wasn't planned, but I got it right here, bro. That's one of them, right. I mean, I got about 1,000 books within proximity. There's a whole bookshelf right there, but yeah, we talked about all that stuff too. I'm messing on an onion then, but yeah, we fucking ad nauseum. We talked about this shit, right? We used to go through and I even broke out the old military manuals and was doing field study stuff, talking about how how we do it in the field, decontaminate stuff. I did a video on how, remember the guy at the ATM? I was like, oh, he touched this and touched this and touched this, and then he rubbed his face, and we went through the whole spiel. And all in all, if the air was actually killing you, what you're wearing, the fucking face diaper, is not going to fucking help you. Period.
No.
If the air is so bad that you're going to die from breathing it in, that face diaper is absolutely doing nothing. You'd be better off by walking out into oncoming traffic, with a tire wrapped around your waist. You'd probably be safer. Makes no sense to me. And then, now they're trying to play the boogeyman again with this new seed. Is that the Decepticon version? Is that what you're talking about? The Decepticon version that was made in outer space? I read an article yesterday that says space exploration could lead to space organisms coming to Earth. No shit. Do you think that asteroids don't bring that stuff in? I mean, hello? Yeah, no shit. It could happen, right? As long as the homeless are not dying in the streets, we're good. Well, I gauge it off of this, right? So even without all the scientific fucking knowledge or any of the books or any of the NBC training, I go to the truck stop, right? And the lady that works at the truck stop now, the lady that works at the truck stop is still alive, right? For 2 years, the lady that's in the hub of fucking all traffic is still alive and not sick and dying. There you go. Proof is in the pudding. She's handling all that money. Oh my goodness, it's passed by money because you can't pass money that has terms on it, right? But yeah, as long as the homeless are done, decon procedures and how to set up a clean room was my main focus. That's awesome. Yeah, I kind of went through that. I was going to do a whole setup, and then I realized it was hocus pocus. So it says every sci-fi horror ever made. I read an article saying that 450-foot meteor is heading towards the UK. Yeah, meteor. I think I posted about that yesterday. They say it's going to miss us, but there's always conspiracy theorists out there that's going to say like, oh, well, like Nibiru or Planet X or whatever. Like I remember them. That was a big thing. Like they were talking about the fucking world's going to end. It's hiding behind the sun, and I'm like, okay, well, I have a fucking pretty nice fucking high-powered telescope, and I'm pretty sure you could probably see that if you look hard enough, right? I don't have a Hubble telescope floating around in space, but you can still go in and look at some of these things, right? I mean, people will do anything to make money. I mean, it's inevitable. Yeah. And fear porn sells, obviously, because we see it happening today. They have a prepper union going on now, like not a reunion, a union.
Yep.
The giant fucking
like
circle
the
jerk.
Channels did. Yep.
I read an article saying, okay, comets are frozen water that has microbes in it. Alien. Yeah. I mean, there's a whole group of blacksmiths in the United States that just specifically go around and search for meteors, and so they can make weapons and stuff out of tools out of them, because that was supposedly how the Vikings done it or some shit like that. I forget the story, to be honest with you, but I mean, I like Viking stuff, but I'm not gonna go around and search for fucking a meteor to make a knife out of whenever I have 01, 02 tool steel. I mean, it'd be cool, but I'd have to have a huge fucking meteor because I want to make a sword out of it. I'm less worried about alien germs from space than I am. Well, I mean, they could bring in hoof and mouth disease and kill the entire fucking a large portion of the cattle. I mean, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Another meeting, RIDS. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Not a real forge and woodcraft. Should be interesting by the time it actually strikes the earth. It would be a pebble. Landmines, fix those. When I was kid living in Texas, a border farmer would put in prison and convicted for using those protective land.
Really? Landmines? He protected his home and landmine. Yeah, I would imagine you get in trouble for that.
Well, I mean, you kind of. I mean, I'm for it, as long as you don't maim or harm your own family, I guess. Well, it's been outlawed now because we're not even supposed to use. You're not even supposed to put mines in the ground anymore.
All right.
Well, the main reason is because we don't go back and dig them up. So some kid 20 years later could step on that bitch, you know. Only certain meteorites will work for patterns. Yeah, they got to have high steel content. Good morning, Walter Davis. How are we doing today, sir?
Hey, Walter, how you doing?
Epstein's pilot is testifying today.
Really? I haven't seen a channel covering that well yet on YouTube.
Well, because you can't, because there's not allowed to be anybody in
there. But still, I mean, there's reporters in there. You'd think they'd get the word out somehow.
Yeah, if the border was mined, yeah, definitely. Well, it makes no sense. Why is Mexico, if you try to reside in Mexico without doing it properly, they put you in prison and forced labor camp for 10 years or something if you come there illegally, right? And try to stay. But if you come to America, we'll give you Section 8 housing, free money on a fucking debit card to buy food and whatever the fuck you want to. It's just never so. How the fuck can I explain this? Go to like, man, I know it's everywhere, but go to a place. So, for example, we went to an outlet mall. Okay, now these cards that they give them are specifically identifiable, and you can watch them in the Nike store, the Adidas store, and all this shit using these cards, right, that they got for free from the U.S. government, whatever, how much money on them, right? And so they're using these cards at this outlet mall, and I'm watching them, and they don't speak hardly any English, right? And they're using the fucking cards that the government give them to buy fucking clothes and stupid shit that, you know, that we can't afford to buy because we have fucking to pay taxes, and the taxes go to them because, yes, they're just giving them fucking our money, right? So who's getting fucked in all this? But anyways, they're giving the money, and then you go talk to them, and they're like, oh yeah, they gave me a debit card with $8,000 on it. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? He's like, yeah. They gave me a debit card and a bus ride anywhere I wanted to go in the continental United States. So the one guy spoke English, because somebody has to be there, you know. And he's like, yeah, they gave me a prepaid debit card with $8,000 on it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hey man, I need to load up and go across the border and come back so I can get some night vision and some thermals, because this is just bullshit. So I guess that's the only way to get your money back, through taxes. So anyways, and then, as you all know, they stole my wife's social security number, and there's 5 people working under it. So, but the good news is whenever she retires, according to the Social Security Administration, she will have a bigger retirement because it looks like she worked 10 fucking jobs. Now, I don't ever believe that, because how the fuck can she be working in 5 different places in the continental United States? They're surely fucking not going to give her any more money for working in 5 different places at the same fucking time in the same months. So, guns coast to coast, I don't remember. Okay. Hi, Text the Nugs. I'm in and now the chats. When the government stops serving your interests, stop complying to the government. Oh, well, yeah. I try to remain ungovernable. If I hit the tanning booth and dye my hair, I could pass. Well, it's not just the Mexicans. I mean, I don't want to hate on Mexicans, but like, they're not the only ones coming across the border. You know, look at how many like if you come here and have a kid, the Chinese come here and have their children for free. That's also another large group of immigrants that come here illegally and don't leave. So And then you also have the other ones that we openly brought in, 500,000 of, but left all the Americans in Afghanistan to fend for themselves, and lost 13 of our fucking men and women. For what? So we could load up 250,000 fucking people that we didn't even verify and brought to the continental United States. I'm gonna go check out the bases here sometime and see how they're handling those, because I know a couple bases where they're at. Did you know 1860 Texas seceded from the Union and lists as 1 point feds wouldn't help with the border, so it's a problem for a long time. Well, it shouldn't be a problem because every place has walls and borders. What the fuck? I like how Governor DeSantis said if fuckhead Biden didn't stop what he was doing, then he's going to send all the immigrants, illegals, to Delaware. But if you noticed in Delaware that Creepy Joe put up a huge ass wall around his house.
They all have gates. They all have fences.
Yeah, until people who are using their Social Security could also use it to pull. We have to go through that fight every year.
Yeah,
the ladies.
Well, you're gonna get more benefits once you retire. No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a fight, Anonymous. Like, we continuously have to fight and submit stuff to the credit bureaus, because they're buying phones, they're buying TVs, they're buying cars. Everything has to be two-step verified now, because they ordered 5 phones one time, not too long ago, and had them sent to some bodega in Indianapolis. And it's just a fucking nightmare. Like, really? And they won't do anything. They won't issue a new Social Security number or nothing at Social Security office.
Definitely not one of those.
The lady legitimately said, "Don't worry about it, honey. You'll get more in retirement whenever you retire."
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? The government's not ever going to let that happen. They're never going to let that happen, because they're going to want proof of where you worked 5 fucking jobs and the same days with the same person at the same time. And one's a painting job, one's a cooking job, one's a fucking plumbing job, one's a fucking house building job, and then fucking one of them's a medical coding job. Come on, fucking please.
Yeah, they're going to call bullshit on that quick.
Yeah, and then we're going to have to fight to get her Social Security when she's 65. Be like, well, this late, do you have any proof? If there's even Social Security at that age, So they say it's flat. I don't know. I can't tan dark enough to pass as Haitian, and my eyes don't look Asian. I'm not a Texan, and I know about it. People don't know history like they should. Yeah. Well, everything else is, you're not on the border. I don't give a fuck if we had automatic guns down there, and if I would take these people as hostiles if they came across the border illegally. The group that's coming now is saying that they will get here by force if they have to. So, what do you do? That's considered, to me, is considered a threat. So, what are you gonna do? I worked in a place. One guy got arrested, and 4 more guys had to leave until they got new paper. 5 guys using the same paper in one place lost faith in the check. Yeah, seriously. But we are bound by the Social Security number. If we didn't have a Social Security number, we would really be free. But as soon as you get that Social Security number, you're a pawn in the, you're a cog in the machine. Anyone who's in the top 10% of richest in the country that thinks we need open borders needs to host immigrant. They won't. I've already asked these questions. Not Veritas, but like, there's one of those other projects that call and ask them that, or like, hey, we're trying to get people situated here. We got like 5,000 people coming, and can your church hold them? And the church is like, well, we don't do that here. We can give you resources. No. Will you host them? We need to get, we got 5,000 people coming or something. And the answer is always no. Nobody ever wants to host them, even though they want, they'll put their name on a list saying that they want them to be here, but you won't let them stay at your house. Well, if you want them to be here, let them stay at your house then, or whatever, NGOs are really behind all the shit. They want more consumers. Catholic Services is a big culprit. All right, Guns, have a great day. Thank you, sir, for checking in.
Yep. See you later, Guns.
Godspeed, brother. Is it already that time?
Getting close, not quite.
Gotta go make that money.
Yeah.
Where the Decepticons and the aliens come.
Telling you, man. You gotta be careful.
Hopefully his company's developing a plasma ray gun that, you can smuggle a few out.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. So frustrating. And until we get people in the House and Senate that are that will do what they say they're going to do, and abide by the laws that we're supposed to abide by, the Constitution. Whoa, that's a new fucking thing. Instead of passing these 300-page bills that they didn't read, that always has some backdoor fucking shit in it. We're gonna continue to go down the fucking rabbit hole. If they don't kill us all with smallpox, because that seems to be their newest fucking thing. We're still manufacturing vaccines for that, and still go look that up. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put a link in here again today. This is just fucking crazy to me that we're still doing this. Why in 2021 are we developing smallpox vaccines for something that was eradicated? Let's see.
Supposedly.
Well, no, it was, but now they find vials of this shit just lollygagging and floating around.
Right.
I mean, in 2018, the FDA approved Tecovirimat, the first drug approved for treatment of smallpox. Okay, well, what the fuck do we need that for? We don't have smallpox anymore. Why would we have a drug? And then 2007, they approved another one called ACAM 2000, developed by Acambus. And then it contains a live virus cloned from the same strain as the earlier vaccine, Dryvax, while Dryvax virus was cultured in the skin of the calves of calves and then freeze-dried. And now the Vero cells from the African green monkey. There's a green monkey. Seriously, that's what it says. I'm not lying. Right, go look it up. I popped the link in there. Check it out.
Yeah.
In 2021, Bracadavor is approved for medical use in the United States for the treatment of human smallpox disease caused by the Varroa virus. The Varroa virus. Why the fuck are we still developing vaccines for something that was eradicated?
Good question.
Is that the hemorrhagic fever that they had in Africa that caused everybody to fucking die that they call Ebola? I mean, seriously. By 1986, routine vaccinations had ceased in all countries and is now primarily recommended for laboratory workers at risk for occupational exposure. But there's only 2 labs in the entire fucking world that's supposed to have it. So one in Russia and one in the United States. So I'm still monkeypox, cowpox, orthopoxvirus. What the? Go look. Holy shit. You pack your pipe with green monkeys? Or is that what you see after you played with the green monkeys? Did you know George Washington inoculated his troops in 1776 at Valley Forge?
Yeah.
Wait. I didn't. As soon as they started talking about they found these vials, like I'm always questioning. So I'm not a virologist, but I wanted to go find out. My first thing is to figure out how and what I need to do to fucking mitigate this process. But this is a stone cold killer. It's this is actually up to 30% fatality rate because it pops these little things in your body and you drown pretty much. It's fucking bad, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Hemorrhagic, malignant, modified, ordinary. Yeah. So if you get catch it late in the stage, the unvaccinated people are 96.8% fatality rate. If you just catch you're unvaccinated and you just catch the ordinary version of it, you're 62% fatality rate. And if you get if you get the early hemorrhagic fever where it fucking starts fucking you up early, then it's 100% fatal. Even if you're vaccinated, you can still get 100% fatality rate with that. There's two forms, and variola major was the most severe and most common form, and the minor was the less common. But it's crazy to think that it was eradicated in 1980s. In 1980, and that the risk of death after contracting the disease was 30%, with higher rates among babies, and often those who survived had extensive scarring on the skin, and some were left blind. Crazy. And we're still playing around with this shit in a lab somewhere. Right? Why would we just not get rid of that? Why would you even look what happened to Wuhan Wiggle? They're trying to make shit to get you.
Right.
So imagine if those fucks got a hold of some of that, like some crooked bastard send some vials of that. Blisters in your lungs that explode. Yeah, that's how you drown. Yeah, it's bad shit, bro. It's bad shit. There's no way to mitigate it either unless you just completely lock down, which makes you wonder because they're saying that they're going to go ahead. They're going ahead and all these millionaires and billionaires and all that shit are buying islands and underground bunkers so they can stay underground for years. And
all right.
Even the guy from Atlas Survival that's on YouTube says that that people are he's packed out, like he can't do any more orders, like he's so fucking like he can't sell you a bunker right now because he's so backed up. You can treat hemorrhagic and malaria with the bark of a dogwood tree. It was done in the South in 1860s to the North banned medicine in the South. The dogwood tree? I don't know. I never heard of that one. What's growing across the bottom at the ticker is what they make malarial drugs out of. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So if you ever run across any of that stuff, it's the same drug as they use the synthetic version to make malaria drugs. So if you have any of that, that is the same thing as the hydroxyquinolone, I think is what it's called.
Hydroxychloroquine?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But that the natural alternative is what's scrolling across the ticker there. But I'm not a doctor. No, and you can also use that to brew beer, by the way. That's what it's there for, because I'm not a doctor. I don't know shit about medical. So anyways, I have that shit growing everywhere. Just to let you know. Remember when all this happened and that they were talking about they said elderberry and ibuprofen was causing it to worsen the symptoms, and then now everybody's buying elderberry again for this version.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is just all what they tell you, right? Smoke the crack pipe. Smoke the crack pipe. I'm not a doctor either, but I watch Quincy MD a lot. I don't watch Quincy MD. I read a lot of fucking books. A lot of fucking books. A lot of books.
I haven't watched Quincy in forever.
Never heard of it.
It's an old show.
All right, well,
I can remember.
It's an hour, guys and gals. Let's say your goodbyes. And I think I get out of here and get to work. Love to hang out all day, but gotta get busy. So thank you to each and every one of you for checking in.
Hell yeah.
How you doing? Hopefully you learned something. I'm like old like dirt. Me too. Fingers older than me.
You'll be back to being dirt before you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm older.
Not back in. All right, DS. All right, guys and gals. Appreciate you guys coming and checking in. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today and every day you come in. So give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, most complaints. Leave them in the comment section below. USMC Vet. That's Poison Stinger over there. Fuck, he's whatever way he is. And Super 5 Godspeed. You guys have a great day. Be productive and learn something. Read something. Peace.
See ya.